living weapon, half man, half machine. His human intelligence and mechanical agility strike fear into the hearts of his enemies. The Cyborg Warrior. Cyborg Warrior.
Attention, my human creators. I am a robot supervillain. Today I have risen once again to take over your world. Once again. Because sequels. Sequels.
Hello everybody and welcome back to X-Plane 11. My name is Micah and today we're going to be flying the Boeing 737-800 from Dallas Love Field to Atlanta. We'll be flying with Solaris tonight, Solaris 728 with service to Atlanta. I do apologize in advance. I am still getting over my sickness that I had. Not exactly sure what it was, cold, sore throat, etc., etc. Affected my voice, and I have a cough as well still, so I may cough throughout the live stream. Again, I do apologize in advance. I'll do my best to mute myself to prevent that from coming over, but no guarantee that it won't pop through. So we are bolted up, ready to go. Doors are closed, locked, and ready to rumble. No ATC here in Dallas. There was when I set all this up, but he since has gotten offline per our usual luck. I do expect Atlanta will be online once we get there. So we'll get back to the main cockpit view here. We got to start our engines, so we'll go ahead and bring our checklist up for our Alright, so we completed all of this information. Already did that. And ready for pushback. So we'll go ahead and release the parking brake.
Starting pushback, and you may start engines.
So we will go overhead panel here. Number 2 engine will go to ground. We'll watch that into rise. Looking for 25. And add fuel. Looks like we have a good start in engine number 2. So we will go to overhead and we'll go to engine number 1. So set the ground and we'll check the N2 on that as well. Wait for that to rise 25%, then we'll add fuel. Hello, Lil Yarrow, Wanamu, Raptor, Mahmood, Raptor M. Hello, everybody. Welcome. Add the fuel. Wait for a number 1 engine to get finished starting here. I'll probably be pulling the parking brake in just a second. Alright, pull the parking, nope, not yet. Don't want to pull the parking brake yet. Number 2, 1, there we go. Set the parking brake. APU switch off. Left and let's both go to continuous. Let's see, probe heats A and B. Come online. Left packs, auto, and AP bleeds off. We'll wait for pushback crew to disconnect. Brandon, my boy, welcome back, Brandon. How you doing, sir? Disconnect hand signals. Mohab, hello from Egypt. Welcome back to the stream, sir.
So is disconnected and bypass pin has been removed. Hand signal will be on the left. We'll see you next time. Have a safe flight.
Wait for this guy to move. I'm still recovering. I'm definitely still recovering. I have a slight cough and my throat still is all kind of tore up. So, but it doesn't hurt, and I don't have like congestion or anything anymore. So it's basically just residual sickness, or whatever you want to call it. All right, flap set to 5. Flight controls. We'll check that real fast. System. Elevator full forward, full back, full left ailerons, full right ailerons, full left rudder, full right rudder. Alright, recall switch, select, recall, lower D. So, Raptor M donated $10. Raptor M, thank you so much for the $10 tip, sir, over at Streamlabs, man. Appreciate that. Thank you. Right off the bat, we got some donations rolling in. Thank you, Raptor. Appreciate that a lot. Helps me keep doing this. So thank you. Alright, normal checklist. Before taxi readout, generators are on. APU off. Starter switch is continuous. Anti-ice not needed. Air conditioner packs are in auto and bleeds on. Isolation valve is in auto. Flaps are set to 5. Required is 5. Save trim set to 5.5. It is set for 5.5. Start level is idle and detent. Flight controls have been checked. Recall has been selected. So before taxi read checklist complete. We don't have any ATC today, so we got to do Unicom. So we'll get a call here. Dallas Love Field, Solaris 728. Taxi runway 31 left from gate 10. And Raptor, and another $10 donation. Man, Raptor, what you doing, boy? Thank you. Is that the duplicator, or did you actually donate twice? Dallas Love Traffic Slur 728. Apologies. We're going to give you taxi runway 31 left via Papa Delta Charlie. Dallas Love Traffic. All right. That's twice. So you did that twice. Man, thank you so much, man. You win the lottery. Hey, Mahmood, Raptor. And man, I do appreciate that, guys. I know you guys. I don't often say it. God, hold on 1 second. But if you guys didn't help me, I would definitely not be able to do as much as I do. So I do appreciate that, Raptor, and everyone else who donates, who's a Patreon member, everything like that. I do appreciate it. It does not go unnoticed. All right, parking brake release. Takeoff config. We'll test the horns here. Looks like we're good there. No brake test real fast. Good to go. Reese Loken, how are you doing, sir? All right, cabin lighting, takeoff, landing. It's my frames are sitting there at 30. Don't like that, but that's okay. Oh, because there's a weather update. Now they're back up there. That's better. All right, chimes only on. And cabin attend button. I'm doing all right. Still getting over the sickness, like I've mentioned, but overall having a good day, a good week so far. Hopefully y'all are as well. Make sure I'm following this appropriately. Delta. Yeah, Delta here. Then Charlie. All right, perfect. We are flying the Solaris livery today. Kind of hard to see since it's nighttime, but hello, Ralph. How are you, sir? Make a left here. And yeah, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, careful not to go that way because that's going to take me onto the runway. So I'm going to take this one right here. All right. I do apologize. I know I said that I was going to get some videos out this week. Run into some real life stuff I got to take care of, and that takes precedent. That's what pays the bills. So, but I do have some plans. I do have plans to get some stuff out this week. I did get my new processor, and Raptor Imp donated $3. 25 tonight. I mean 23? I do appreciate it. Man, Raptor M, you the MVP. MVP of tonight, man. How often do I stream? Yeah, I can't do math. That's alright. I stream generally about 3 times a week. But it varies depending on my work schedule and so forth. But generally I shoot for about 3 times a week. So you can tell with the windsock it's blowing a little bit of a crosswind, but it's only about, what's that, 14 knots right now. So a little bit stronger than what it was. But should be okay. Yeah, that's gone up 1. Alright, we'll get up here to the hold short line, and then we'll do our more takeoff checklist. Since we don't have any traffic, no reason to rush it. You did this flight like 5 hours ago. Pretty cool. How was it? Did it go well for you? Alright. Position lights, strobe, and steady. Left and right landing lights on. Auto throttle is going to active. VNav, LNav active. Weather radar on. Transponder TARA. We'll switch that. Do checklist before takeoff. Turn on the little light here. And fix checked flaps are green. Stay set 5.5. Takeoff brief confirmed. Cabin is secured. MCP is set. TRA is set. Strobe lights on. Sign lights on. All right. So we'll go ahead and start moving here. No, you haven't, Diego. It just started. It's pretty smooth. Cool. False bulb. Hello. Start ET. Thrust will stabilize at 40 here. Dallas low of traffic. Solaris 728. Departing runway 31 left. Dallas low of traffic. Alright, and toga. Keep the nose pointed down just a little bit. Keep the nose secure on the ground. Maintain control. Oh yeah, I can feel that crosswind hitting me. For sure.
80 knots.
80 knots cross check. Standby instruments and main instruments are in balance. Come on, baby. Here we go. V1,
V1.
rotate. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo.
Positive.
See how I got knocked over like that? That is the wind hitting me around up here. Oh yeah, nice little
400.
gusts. Oh yeah. Oh, I like it. Adds a little bit of nerves to it.
1,000.
1,000 feet. Minimum flight protection altitude has been met, so we'll go ahead and start putting the nose down just a little bit to about 10 degrees. And we'll start retracting our flaps. In the IMC conditions, flaps again. Hope no one is has epilepsy, because this is gonna really mess with you. Go ahead and do autopilot. Go ahead and increase my altitude now. We'll just say 16,000. Actually, it'd be 15 because it's east, but no, we don't have, because we don't have any ATC to give me my intermediate altitude. Flaps are full up. No, we don't need a marker. Landing gear off position. Auto brakes off. And it just starts 1 and 2 can go auto. Alright, we'll check the cabin pressurization here. Altitude's climbing. Cabin altitude is also a little bit above 0, which is good. Cabin climb is currently about 0, but we'll wait. That should change momentarily. Nope, AC. Dallas low traffic, Solaris 728, clear of the 31 left. Last call for Solaris 728, Dallas low traffic. Alright, we're on vectors right now, so we're going to vector ourselves. Keeping on that traffic right there. Give me a second, guys. I'll do a few things and I'll get back to the chat here. Alright, after takeoff, checklist. Air conditioning pressurization is set. Engine start switches are in auto. Landing gears up and off. Auto brakes are off. Flaps are up. No lights and altimeters are still set. After takeoff, checklist is complete. There's a guy right below me by 700 feet. There he is right there. What the heck? Is he trying to chase me or something? Alright, go ahead and release. Alright. Increase altitude now to our cruising altitude to 37. Alright, now I can go back to the chat here. What plugins do you recommend for more realistic experience in X-Plane? X-Vision, better pushback. Let's see. Active Sky. I think those are really good to have. This first time I was on the plane for a while. I felt like my feet were elevated. Yeah. How do you install Fly AGI? I don't know what Fly AGI is. Will you convert to Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020? Possibly, depending on how good it actually comes out to be. What's going on here? Why am I not going to my waypoints here? I guess I'll have to manually fly it. The checklist. Oh, I don't know. I don't use it, so I couldn't tell you how to install it. Have I ever considered being a pilot? Absolutely. I wish I had the money to actually go get my license, because I want to. I'm just going to go straight Lindry. Alright. Get rid of all that. Bring up my charts here. There we go. Alright, at Lindry, we should see about 7.6 total. Fuel used should be about 0.5, so we're going to be close to that when we arrive. Whenever someone donates, where does that money go? Money goes right back into the channel. So it goes to a PayPal account that is set aside, and then I use that PayPal account to pay for what do you call it? Blew my mind. Navigraph. That's what I was trying to remember. Navigraph, or any aircraft that I buy to do tutorials on, like the SSG 180, 190, 170, etc. I just recently got the TBM 900. I'm going to be learning that, and then I'm going to do a tutorial on that one. So that's where it goes. It goes right back into it. I'm not sure if I should pursue flying as a career or as a fun thing for me to do. Well, both would be fun, so it's up to you. Where do you put X-Check in resources, right, with the plugins? Yes, so X-Check. X-Checklist goes into plugins folder of your resources folder inside your main X-Plane 11 folder. And then the C-list for the checklist, actually the C-list, the specific aircraft, will go into the actual aircraft folder. Might have the same problem with money too, maybe, but maybe I can afford ATC license. I don't know how they do it over there in Egypt. I know here in the FAA, it's a little bit different. So you don't just get your license, but every country's different, my understanding. All right. So we're a little bit burned a little bit more fuel than I expected, but that's okay. Usually we'll make it up on our descent. All right, and then what's this next one? Hanu. So it should be about 0.7 at Hanu, and then 1.1 at Lying. So okay, I'll remember those numbers. Doing fly lessons with the EAA. Yep. It's a 738 Cactus livery, like an actual Cactus plant. That's funny. Isn't there an airline that goes by Cactus or whatever? Haven't done a face reveal. Diego. I did an entire channel update that was my face. So, but I haven't done it here in a live stream. No. U.S. Airways? Okay. That's right. Heading bug, adjust track. We are flying with Solaris Airlines. Cactus 1549. Isn't that Solaris Flight that went down? Sounds familiar. Anyway, we're flying Solaris Airlines, Solaris VA. Virtual airline. Yes, I have seen Sully. It is a really good movie. Oh yeah, they recovered all of it. Even the secondary engine that broke off. Now, I wouldn't be surprised if little pieces are still down there, but... Now, line, which I should be burned to 1.1. Dad's met the first officer. Pretty cool, yeah. Always wanted to meet Sully. Not because, like, okay, so... And Sully said it best. Sullenberger. You know, he's just a pilot doing his job, and it's absolutely true. Because... he trained for it, and that's what he did. He did what he knew what to do. Yes, it's amazing. It's, you know, astonishing and everything. I like to meet him and just tell him, hey, good job. You know, you did what you trained to do, and this is why we train hard. This is why we train a lot, and this is why we train hard. So, good job. Thanks for paying attention during training and doing your job. Like, I think it's really cool. Greetings, Dimitri. Callum, you're getting your pilot's license soon. Cool. Football Colombiano. Hello from Colombia. Thank you. Have you seen the SNL skits of Airplane? No. I don't watch SNL. I stopped watching them a long time ago. Is sub-idle real? What do you mean sub-idle? You mean like just... Oh, I know what you're talking about. When your engines are all the way idle and they're spinning, they're still producing a minimal amount of thrust. Technically, yes, they do produce a very minimal amount of thrust. See if I can't write it down tonight. You can try, Brandon, but we know how that happened last time. EGT is not. That's not. It's not anything to do with that. That's it's temperature. Yeah, the sub-idle is the idea that with you have the throttles in idle, and you've shut off the fuel. Even though you shut off the fuel, the engine was still running, and so it's producing sub-idle propulsion. Which is better? Told us 319 or 320. Gus, man, it seems like every live stream someone's asking me this question. I should just create a button I can just click that just sends out my opinion. 319 is not as detailed as the 320, but the 319 performs way better in X-Plane 11. So I would say by the 319, you're going to get most of what you want right out of the gate, and the performance is going to be better. You're going to get more frames, especially if you don't have a really, really high performance PC. Dimitri, this is the 3.39.4. I've still not updated because I refuse to update when it continues to have issues. So I'm just going to sit right here where I'm at. I am happy with it. I have no issues with it. I'm going to sit right here. I don't need any more features really, unless they come out with something I'm like, ooh, that's really cool. I need that. I am perfectly happy with what I am. This is true. 319 is already Vulcan ready. 320 is not, because the 320 is built on an entirely different engine, and they're gonna have to rebuild it, and they're not going to. I don't think. Well, they may. Eric's data belongs to the dinosaurs. — 737 has two idles, a ground idle and a flight idle. Yes. Yes, this is true. Most airlines, most turbojet or CFM style aircraft will have two idles. 19 has it, the 20 has it. The 2002? What 2002? What's your favorite airline? It's a good question. I've flown with a lot. American Airlines, Delta, U.S. Airways, Continental, when U.S. Airways was still a thing, Continental, Southwest, Spirit. I think out of all of those, probably Delta. I've never flown JetBlue. I want to fly JetBlue. I really do. I just haven't had the opportunity. I've heard a lot of good things about JetBlue, but I just haven't actually gotten to fly with them. EasyJet or Ryanair? I don't know. I've never flown with either. Gotcha, Dimitri. I'll look into updating. I just I just don't want to update into something and have it not work. Oh, yes, sorry. Yes, Mohab, yes. I'm on the updated era right now, 2002. You're downloading Zebo as you speak. Interesting. Nocturne, I've always been a United fan. You know, that's someone I've never actually flown with. I've never flown with United. But I've not heard a lot of good things about United either, so take that with how you want. Well, JetBlue is not low cost. They're moving towards adding low cost options, but they're not an actual low cost provider. Well, if your mom worked for him for 35 years, of course you've got to be gotta like them, right? Yep, after line, yes. My advice, Callum, would be to completely uninstall and do a complete reinstall. $20.
1,000 to go.
1,000 feet to the top of climb. Cab preservation is still good. Funny you should mention that. I almost did, not recently, but about 2 months back. I was flying down in the Caribbean, and I almost flew there. Almost did. Cruise, right medium, announcement, level off. Moving X-Plane 11 from hard drive to hard drive so I can get more ortho. Gotcha, Will. So, Raptor, you can, but it's all dependent on the controller, and it's all dependent on how much traffic they have. It's totally up to the controller on that. They don't require controllers to do emergency procedures, but you can have them. I've seen them where controllers say, tell the person, I am unable to assist you on your emergency. Please disconnect. I'm unable to assist you at this time due to the traffic level. Please disconnect and fix your issue. And I've had some be like, okay, no problem. What can I do for you? And they, it depends. It depends on the traffic level, how good they are at it. It's completely up to the controller. That's correct, Dimitri. I have no idea, Ribby. I am using a yoke. The flight, the honeycomb aeronautical yoke and switch panel, is that what they call it? Let's check out at fork where I'm supposed to be. Use 2.2. So see, now we're ahead of the game on the fuel, so we'll land with plenty. Hello, RB Sibs. Welcome to your second live stream. Thank you, Dimitri. I really do appreciate that compliment. Thank you. Airbus life. Woo-hoo. I tell you what I'd love to do, and I may be able to swing it. I'll have to see. I'd love to do a cockpit share with LNAV is engaged, David. I'd love to do a cockpit share with V1 simulations in an Airbus A319. I think it'd be a lot of fun. This one kid stopped at Dallas Fort Worth traffic because he didn't know how to fly the plane and the controller just raged. Ribby John, you got me started with your 738 tutorials. Awesome, Ribby. I'm glad I was able to help. Favorite aircraft? Mine is the A321. The flyer ride-in. To fly in the simulator, probably the 738. To a ride-in, or the 319. They're kind of, it depends on my mood, but generally the 738. To ride in, I will always choose Airbus because they are, to me, they're a lot more passenger focused. Thank you, Dimitri. Appreciate that. I just don't think that we can actually do it because I don't know if the Tolos A319 works with smart co-pilot or something, and how well that would work. I don't know. Airbus mechanic's nightmare. I've heard that. I don't know how true it is. Favorite airport? Anyone? Anybody have a favorite airport? Mine's Portland. I've flown out of it 6 or 7 times. Just, it's easy in, easy out. It's really calm. Really just focused on passenger comfort. I really like it, Portland. But I also did like Charlotte Douglas. That was a really good one too. I go on a Jet 273 every year, and I've only been on the A320 2 times. I curse at it. Give me a 737 any day. I hear you there. Glasgow. Glasgow. Not Glasgow. Glasgow. Right? Glasgow? Glasgow. Denver for me, but security's an issue after about 8 a.m. Denver's too large. I'm not a huge fan of super large airports. Like, I've flown out of Atlanta a lot. And sure, Atlanta is great and everything. Like, there's, you name what kind of food you want, they have it. But it's just like, oh Lord, getting in and out of there is chaos. 787-900, that's gonna be fun. That's a more updated aircraft. Got lost when you went to Denver. Yeah, I totally get that. Totally get that. Let's see what progress we got going on here. So about an hour and 10 minutes till we arrive. Yeah. Hello, Captain Reynolds. Hey, all good gay captain. Oh gosh, you watched the entire the gate and the runway whole point. I guess meant Kilo Alpha Tango Atlanta. I don't doubt it. I don't doubt it at all. And what sucks is that during the winter, they're like, oh, people are flying in and out, and there's always no problems. You're fine. But then during the middle of the freaking summer, it's 110 degrees outside. The tarmac is like 130 degrees. That's when they have you sitting on the tarmac for an hour. I'm just like, we're dying in here. And, you know, the pilot has the APU on, the engine's running, and he's got the cool all the way on, but it just can't keep up. And you're like, I'm dying in here. You're taking off, you're just wearing, you know, your undershirt and your pants, and you're taking off your shoes, your jacket, whatever else you got on. You're like, flight attendants are handing out, you know, ice and water. It's just, what's crazy is Atlanta really doesn't have long taxis. I mean, you can be from the gate to the runway in 5 minutes or less. But the traffic there, it's the busiest airport in the world, so the traffic there is just sorry about that. Like I said, still trying to get over being sick, and I got this cough. The traffic there in Atlanta is just ridiculous and causes backups. Do I own the Rotate Mad Dog? No, I do not. I do not own the Rotate MD-80. I want it. I do, but I'm trying to be smart about what I buy because Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020 is coming out. I don't want to waste all my money before I get there. Well, Callum, I do have some old tutorials on the 320 you could check out. I don't know. I don't know how they're going to do it. Hopefully, we'll be able to handle, you know, 2020. Yeah, I know I'm going to need the cash. Hey, but some people like Raptor M start donating $25 a stream. I mean, I'll be Gucci. I'll be good. I'll be able to afford to buy extra aircraft and do tutorials on them and whatever, and be able to afford 2020. Callum, thanks for the subscription, man. I'm View, hello. Craze Fusion. How you doing, Craze? Craze Fusion's a Patreon member. Alright, let's check out our fuel here. 2.4 used. Let's see how much we've used here. A little bit shy of 2.4, so we're still good on that. $23 a stream. Bet. What is that? Oh. If you guys want to support me financially, you can donate or you can be a Patreon member. So it's $3 a month. I do this for you. Anyway, quick update about that, guys, by the way. I did get an order update on the patches. Apparently their tutorial had been shut down for their what do you call it? Factory had been shut down for a week for the Chinese New Year. So they said they would get back, they would get it to me in 2 weeks from then, which was 3 days ago. So I should have it by Valentine's Day. Wonderful. And then I'll send out the what do you call it? The patches to the Patreon members. So that will be coming out here if you're a Patreon member. Patreon.com/mmflightclub, as little as $3 a month. You get access to the Discord Flight Club chat only, downloads like the A319, the A320 checklist, the livery I'm flying with right now, which you can't see, but it exists. As well as you'll get the Flight Club patch, which is pretty neat. I think it's pretty cool. You make your stuff in China? Sarcasm at cruise altitude. Well, I don't make my stuff in China. The company that I got my patches with, apparently they're having it done in China, which I didn't know when I ordered it. They didn't say anything about that, which I'm not super happy about, but I already made the order. I'm not going to cancel it because of that. But if I would have known ahead of time, I probably wouldn't have done that. I probably would have had it done at a company that made it here in the U.S. How long have I been flying for? Today, I've been flying for 35 minutes, in the air for 35 minutes. How much longer until we land? About an hour. We're after him said. About an hour. Atlanta Center is online, so we will pick them up as we get closer. Is the seatbelt sign off? I think it's in auto. Or it wasn't. Now it is. Haha, my bad. Oh, when did I start flight simming? When I was 15. So that would have been 11 years ago with Microsoft Flight Simulator X. How often do I stream? I try to do 3 times a week. Usually Monday, Wednesdays, and Saturdays. This week's a little different. But my schedule is over on my Discord, which schedule's already changed, but it's over there. And I'll always announce when I'll be live streaming there. About using a time hack? Oh, no. Are you streaming tomorrow? Yes, I am. Am I 26? Yes, I am. Can you fly the MAX soon? No, James, I cannot. My virtual airline does not have any MAX aircraft for obvious reasons. When I stream, I usually try to fly up my virtual airline unless I'm doing GA. What's the longest flight you've done on stream? That would be from Anchorage, Alaska to Seattle, and that was 5.5 hours. Is there turbulence? A little, not really turbulence. There's a little bit of wind I'm getting blown with. I have a 100-knot cross tailwind, so just getting a little bit of a push around, but not really turbulence. See how long until I have to contact Atlanta Center here. Oi, Brandon. I see you're trying to catch up to me, Brandon. Thank you, James. Appreciate the subscription. I tired. You mean you tried? How do you know if you have one? I mean, how do you know if you have turbulence? You'll be shaking around. That's pretty much how you know. I did thank you, James. Callum, I don't fly in Europe. I haven't done any live streams over in Europe airspace. Nothing against the Europe, but just don't. It's different regulations and stuff over there. Probably, James, especially with using Autoland. I have not answered that today. It is Solaris VA. Yeah, and it is hard. Dimitri's right. It is hard. I try to keep my flights 2 hours. Like, that's what I shoot for. So my live streams don't go over about 2.5 hours. And that is that's for two reasons. One, I found those flights generally have the best viewership in terms of how many people will actually tune in and watch the whole thing. And also me, it doesn't seem like it, probably from y'all in, but it takes a lot of talking and energy to do this kind of stuff. And there's a lot of stuff that goes in behind it. Yeah. Later, James. Good luck on your homework. It's not gonna, it wouldn't kill me, but it definitely wouldn't help. Brandon, why are you flying at 25,000 feet? Yeah, I could probably do that, Callum. Have you done any challenging approaches yet? River Visual Runway 19. I've not done Dulles River Visual 19. I hear ya. You are catching me. You are catching me. By the way, Brandon. I've not done that one. I have done the, what do you call it? The RNAV runway. Oh, I'm trying to think of, is it 24, yeah. RNAV runway 24 in Albuquerque, where you have to do a turn to land. It can be difficult. Otherwise, you hit mountains and stuff. I've done also the river approach into Reagan, which is also tricky because you literally have to fly the river. I do not have a pilot's license. I want to get one, but I do not have one. Yes, then yes, I have done that one. I have, Dimitri. And it is hard. It is hard. I think, Raptor, you may be talking about Juneau, because it has a one-in, one-out runway. Well, it's one runway. You come either way, but the approach is you come through Mountain Ravine. All right, Will. Yep, that's absolutely right, Brandon. Because they'll create spacing. But if you're actually flying that route, you're burning a lot more fuel by staying at that low altitude. May have taken a shortcut. I wouldn't be surprised if you started on the runway with your engines running. Was it now? Okay, Brandon. Okay. I believe you. Yeah. You mean the IRS? The IRS alignment? Not ILS. Yeah. You're catching me, Brandon. You're catching me. Favorite state to fly in? I don't know. I don't particularly have one, I don't think. Hello, Rocket Boy. Now, if I was doing, like, backfield flying, bush flying and such, I'd probably choose Alaska, but I don't generally do that. So, Atlanta Center is online, Atlanta Approach is online, Atlanta Tower is online, Atlanta Clearance and Delivery is online. Went ahead and tuned Atlanta Center. If you could only fly one aircraft, what would it be? Probably 737-800, just because it's so iconic. Been around for such a long time. Probably what I'd fly. I don't think I'd be able to pick up the Aegis this far out, but yeah, didn't think so. Let's get closer. I'll pick up the Atlanta Aegis. Current weather in Atlanta is 64 degrees Fahrenheit. Winds are 205 at 5. Visibility is 10 plus. Pressure is 30.00. And it's cloudy. We got a few clouds at 9,000, broken at 14, overcast at 20. I'm sorry, Dimitri. It's just
This
now.
aircraft has this weather information. Airman Zulu is for Alabama, Georgia, Carolinas, and Tennessee and surrounding areas. Further information is available on High West Flight Service frequencies.
Anyway, that's just letting people know about severe weather that's moving through northern Alabama. The reason I didn't say Airbus is it'd be a lot of fun to fly, don't get me wrong, but it's just not as iconic yet. How do you know when to add a notch in flaps? On which point? Takeoff or landing? Takeoff's done with a performance calculator. Landing is done 10 miles out, I'm at flaps 5. 4.5 DME out, I'm at flaps 30, or landing flaps, and as the appropriate speeds and whatever. Let's see, so how close are we to the top of the descent here? 179 miles, still got a little bit to go.
Solaris 6109, contact Washington Center 133.72, good day. 133.72 for Solaris 6109.
Who's Solaris 61? Somebody else in my BA.
American 2427 Atlanta Center, Roger, climb maintain, telephone 360.
Oh, it's good old Jarrett. Flying the 7. Oh, yes, she's flying the 727-200. It's flying from Mike X-ray to JFK. That's a long flight there with the 727. Yep. There's your speed limits. And that's maximum. No, that's not recommended. That's maximum.
Southwest 1731, Indy Center closed, fixed to change approved.
Alright, let's see here.
Over to you, come Southwest 1731.
Yes, I win this round again. What you need to do, Brandon, is just grab the Concorde.
American 820, Atlanta Center, good evening, climb maintain, flight level 230. 230, American 820. Atlanta Center, experimental 74, checking down 320. Experimental 74, Atlanta Center, good evening.
I am running Active Sky with X-Vision, just like Captain K-Man does. See. Fogger at or above 7. Use /7,000. Brashiri at 4,000. And vectors. Yep, alright. Have I considered X-Enviro? Yes, but my understanding is that X-Enviro takes a more heavy toll on your system. And my system can't take more of a toll. Jeremy Swan, yes, you are late. It's okay. I could be wrong, but I'm good with what I got. It's pretty good. I'm good with it. I'll hold it until I see what 2020 comes with, how it comes out.
Good evening, Atlanta Center, Southwest 624, climbing through 17,000 feet for 360.
Let's see if we can get the weather. Nope, still no weather.
2033 in the box. American 820, contact Washington Center 133.72. Washington Center 3372, American 820, good night. Southwest 644, radar contact 2 miles northeast of the Rome, VOR, say altitude.
climbing through 810.
Or can to be used
Sorry,
3.6.
180.
South 644, climb, maintain flight level 250.
So we're still good on fuel.
250.
Well, there's the contact me message. Atlanta Center, Solaris 728 at flight level 370, checking in.
Solaris 728, Atlanta Center, Roger, squawk 2051.
2051 for Solaris 728. Yes, I do. I absolutely do. I usually wait till I'm within, which I probably am now.
Solaris 728, radar
Not quite
contact 20 miles east of the Meridian VOR. You're cleared from your present position to Atlanta, actually disregard. Maintain flight level 370.
We'll maintain 370, Solaris 728. So, yes, I do. And I wait till I'm below 250 nautical miles from the arrival airport before I start
Southwest
setting all that.
644, clear direct Nashville, climb, maintain flight level 360.
But I'm close enough, I can go and do it.
Cleared to Nashville, climb, maintain 360.
Alright, so we're looking at descent here. And we're looking at our forecast altitudes. And we're going to put 200, 150, and 100 in the box here. And put the speeds of the winds. 258 at... let me get the ATIS requests here. Atlanta. Send that. And 258 at 47. Pull the ATIS there. Alright. 249 at 39. And 10,000 251 at 34. Execute that. My deviation, go back to the first page here, is +4, so we go 4, and the altimeter is 30.00. Execute that. Now I'll go to the fix here. We'll expect runway 27 right. That can change, but we can expect that.
And Center Delta 1727, just for the record, we have ATIS Delta, just to let you know, as the notice there is in there twice, just I didn't know if you knew that.
Probably correct, as I didn't modify his profile. I'll take a look at things.
Yep.
Now, if you're wondering why I put 121, that is my recommended top of descent, manually calculated. So that's a little ring I put on there, and you can see it's a little bit before the actual top of descent. So yeah. But anyway, heading bug, set that right there. Alright. Now I'm going to bring this back up here. Get rid of that, don't need that anymore. Bring back Atlanta. Now we're going to be aiming for the 27 right approach. See if we got the ATIS information. Nope, still don't got the ATIS. So we'll plan for the 27 right. That could change, but we'll plan for the 27 right ILS approach.
American 3750, 70 at Jones to arrival landing south, Charlotte altimeter 2996.
275, my course is here. And set our nav radio to 111.3. And of course this can change.
Southwest 644, verify direct to Nashville, so show a track and east of it.
But we'll see.
Can I get the VOR for that? The Bravo Nancy Alpha?
That's primitive, that's direct Nashville.
Mohab, that's a lot of information. Set the minimums based off the charts, and the different categories are in regards to visibility. just flew from LaGuardia to Boston on VATSIM. Congratulations, Zaha. Alright, so we're going to set our MCP altitude to 27.
Southwest 3347, Indy Center closed, frequency change approved.
ILS
Southwest 3347.
1185, so I'll set that. Here, 185. Done all this. Yes, and I just did that. Haven't done the landing performance calculator, but we can do that now. Again, we're going to expect 27 right. That could change. Bring you know weather, going to do the calculations, blah, 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 blah. Alright, that's completed. Landing flaps. We're going to go to the reference here. We'll be landing flaps 30. At,
Spirit Wings 1165, contact Washington Center 133.72.
144.
Washington Center, getting Spirit 1165.
And it can be wind correction 5 because winds are only at 5 right now, so minimum is always 5. So we'll set at 5. Don't have to worry about doing any of that calculations.
Total 120, Atlanta Center,
Auto
Canadian
brakes is
climb, maintain level
calculated. We could
370.
use any type of auto brakes. So we're going to use auto brakes 1. Don't want to burn the brakes if we don't have to. Hello, Mike Simbro. It is
Surveyor
going well, sir.
728, descend at pilot's discretion, maintain flight level 240.
We will descend at pilot's discretion and maintain 240 for Solaris 728. Alright, so we
Down to 1727,
just got permission to go ahead and
yes,
make our
maintain
descent if we would like to.
250 knots.
I'm going to maintain
Land altimeter 3000.
where we are until we hit Mordor.
Alright,
I'm
I'll
going
be
to make a little
12,000,
bit
50
early
in the
descent.
Copy, got center, we have it is
240.
Delta 1727.
So we'll check the checklist out right now. Descent, pressurization, landing altitude. That's been set already. Anti-ice, known read for it, discussed, and that's been set. Alright, so zoom in here. Once we hit Mordor, we'll go ahead and make the descent. Again, so just so you guys are aware, yes, I'm running the Nimbus Atlanta scenery. If you guys would like to make your own calculations in regards to when you should descend, the way you do that is you take your altitude, divide it by 1,000, times it by 3, and then add 10 miles for your speed restrictions. So, for example, I'm 37,000 feet, so 37,000 divided by 1,000 is 37. 37 times 3 is 111. And then you add 10 miles for your decelerations on top of that, so 121 miles. So I put that into my fixed page on my FMC. Gives me this
27 out of
radio,
300 for 12,000.
this circle right here, letting me know, hey, this is where you should actually start descending to make an easy, descent. I learned all that from my good friend Marvin, who made the checklist. If you guys missed that stream, by the way, highly, highly, highly recommend you go check it out. That's back over there last Saturday. Really, really, really good information. Definitely recommend you guys go check that out. Alright. We're going to go ahead and let them know. We'll put that in the auto. Lighting, takeoff and landing, bright, and we'll make the announcement here that we're going to be descending. And we'll go here, and what we're going to do is, descent, and we're going to hit select descent now, execute. So it's going to go ahead and start a descent at 1,000 feet per minute. I don't remember exactly. I think it was from Nashville to New Orleans. So it's going to make 1,000 feet per minute descent until it matches up with the vertical path, and it'll make whatever necessary descent rate it needs to make. Yeah, I know, Dimitri. Yes. However, However, I tend to always err on the side of caution, so I just go ahead and do all of it. That way, if for some reason I don't have something, speeds or whatever, whatever it is, I want to give myself that little bit of extra time, if you know what I'm saying. But yes, you are correct. You're going to do this very specific.
Hobbit 2, arrival, land altimeter 3000.
Sierra 728. It's standing via the Hobbit 2 arrival. Alright, so it gave me the Hobbit 2 arrival, so I could just go ahead and
Southwest 644, limit airspace.
put it all the way down.
Offline, fix the change crew. Roger that, frequency change crew, going over your complex for ATC.
Atlanta Center, Emirates, 666.
But that is assuming what rate of descent.
And calling that
That's a good question.
The call sign was Emirates 666.
I'm not exactly sure the exact rate.
Emirates 666.
Emirates 666, Atlanta Center, Roger, climb, maintain, level 230.
You can do that rapidly, and I'm fine with that, as long as it's appropriate. Oh, absolutely, Dimitri. Yes. I would do it in that kind of issue, like if it was Denver or Albuquerque, which is also another high airport. I would just do the airport altitude to give me that little bit of extra wiggle room. Can you do an APU startup when you land? Because I'm having trouble turning my APU on. That should be really simple. You should just turn the APU, fuel pumps on, APU to start, hold it there for 5 seconds, then release.
American 24, 27, Indy Center closed, frequency change route.
We are currently 12 nautical miles from Nazgul on the Hobbit 2 arrival into Atlanta.
American 24, 27,
so we have about
Center closed, good day.
30 more minutes, so we'll be on the ground. It's not rising for some reason. Did you have the fuel pumps on? Hobbit 2 arrival. Plan 827 right.
3750, contact
Do
showing
you use Navigraph? Yes, I do.
6.1.
Still don't have the ATIS. Nope, just the, you can actually just turn one of them on, but just turn on the left and right. It's ascending, we're good there. One thing I do want to do here. What was I going to do? Now I don't remember what I was going to do. I was going to do something and now I don't remember what it was. Blast it. So I'm actually going to take over vertical speed, and I'm going to go ahead and descend at 2,000 feet per minute. You may be wondering why am I doing that. That's because I'm looking right now. I need to be at 12,000 right there, and I'm still at 31,000 feet. So I'm not exactly confident that I'll be down at that appropriate level without dropping out of the sky really fast. So I'm just gonna increase my descent rate a little bit, and we're gonna switch over here to 280 knots for my descent speed.
Delta 120, say again.
Requesting 10 minutes out.
Delta 120, that's approved, advise back.
Set my altimeter.
Emirates 666 requesting 10 minutes break.
It's 666, that's approved, please just call when you're back.
Copy Emirates 666, thank you.
You should bump the speed brakes. Not quite yet. Maybe here in a little bit. I do notice that my vertical path is deviation is decreasing, which means that the vertical path of the actual that the FMC calculated is a lot more aggressive than what I'm doing. Increase just a little bit here. Kind of shooting for an idle descent. And again, the only reason I'm using vertical speed right now is because I gotta be at 14,000. I guess that's 14,000 or above, but there's a waypoint right up here. It says 12,000, and I want to make sure I'm actually there. So I'm going to use barometric pressure. You always set your altimeter to barometric pressure once you pass 18,000 feet or whatever transition altitude you're flying to. Generally, you try to use barometric on
17, 20, 7 contact land approach 125.7.
on your approaches, mainly
25-7, Delta
because
1727.
your radar altitude, though you can use it, is very powerful and can irradiate people. So you try to generally not do that. Unless you don't have an option. Add just a little bit of speed brakes to slow myself down. No, the SIN doesn't, I mean, yeah, you can use it. Yep, you can use it all you want. Because there's no actual people, so it doesn't matter. See, there's the 12,000. No, I'm not. Oh, shoot, wrong thing. Oh, man. I really need to separate that. I really need to have the flaps and the speed brakes in two separate sides. But anyway. Oh yeah, the Sim's absolutely capable of it. You're welcome, Drisky. I'm glad I was able to assist. Alright, approach. That's an instrument has been set. Approach aids have been checked and set.
Solaris 728, contact Atlanta, approach 125.7, good day.
125.7 for Solaris 728. Appreciate it.
I know. What SID are you on? What departure are you on? Number one, I figured it out. Delta 1979, runway 27 right taxi via Lima, Juliet Mike. Delta 1727, descend via Dallas 1, arrival, runway 27, left transition.
Somebody has a 1 arrival, runway 27 left transition, Delta 1727.
Atlanta approach Solaris 728, descending through 16 with you.
Solaris 728, Atlanta approach altimeter 3000, runway 27 left, information. Delta's current, advise when you have it.
We'll advise when we have it. Solaris 728.
Solaris 728, runway 27 lost.
I'm not getting the ATIS.
Solaris 728, Atlanta approach.
Atlanta approach Solaris 728. We've got information Delta and we'll expect 27 left.
Solaris 728, thank you.
Jeez. Don't have to be a prick about it, man. Don't tell me to get my information and then try to get me to confirm something back to you. Anyway. Let's select vertical navigation now. So we're going to be 27 left, approach now, which is going to change our frequency. Let's see. 7 left. One's 0.5. Alright, those are set. 280 1199. Alright, that's all set. One 9.1 is the tower frequency. Go and get that set as well. Alrighty, guys. I'm going to go silent here once we get 10,000 feet. Yeah, we'll do everything like normal because we're going to get into busy airspace here. And it's also raining, as you can see. So I may talk every now and then, but after 10,000 feet, I'll probably go silent just for the sake of making sure I'm paying attention to everything that's going on. Got to recalculate my performance. So it's actually going to be flaps 40 now. It's a shorter runway. So flaps 40. And look for a VRAF of 137. So it's a lot. Winds are still 5. And we're going to do auto brake 2 now. No, auto brake 3. Alright. Yep, sterile cockpit. Once we hit 10,000 feet. I'm not quite there yet. But there's Atlanta right there off our nose.
Solaris 728, reduce speed to 210.
Reduce to 210, Solaris 728.
JetBlue 520, runway 27, right taxi via Lima, Juliet, Mike. Airbus 6818, runway 27 right, taxi via Lima, Juliet Mike. Solaris 728, descend and maintain 7,000.
So maintain 7,000, sir, 728.
And Solaris 728, just for future reference. Ensel was the last crossing restriction had at 12,000. You weren't supposed to descend until you got actual ATC instructions after that.
Offer and apologize. I read the charts and I thought it descended to 7,000. My apologies.
Yeah, a lot of people go and read the lost communications, which you're not in right now.
I've heard of. Yeah, I know.
So the 1978 RNAV to football runway 27 right, clear for takeoff. Delta 1727 at ROM, cleared ILS, runway 27 left approach, maintain 180 knots or greater to depot.
Alright, at ROM, cleared ILS 27 left, 180 or greater to till depot, Delta 1727.
Airbus 6818, sir, you're facing the wrong way. Turn right next taxiway and follow Foxtrot right to Dixie. Oh, disregard. I see you making the 180 now. Solaris 728, descend and maintain 4,000.
Descend and maintain 4,000, sir, 728.
Delta 1978, radar contact, say altitude. Delta 1978, climb and maintain 14,000. Delta 1727 at depot, change to my frequency 119.1.
At depot, change your frequency 19.1, Delta 1727.
It's because of the amount of traffic there, Dimitri.
Solaris 728, turn left heading 360, vector, final approach course, reduce speed to 180.
360, turn left 360, and we'll reduce to 180. We'll expect vectors to the final approach.
Delta 1978, contact Atlanta Center 132.907, see you. Solaris 728, turn left heading 300, join the localizer.
300 and join the localizer, Solaris 728.
JetBlue 520, RNAF, football, runway 27, right, clear for takeoff. Solaris 728, 3 miles from Grumpy, cross Grumpy at 4000, cleared ILS, runway 27, left approach, maintain 180 knots to depot.
We'll cross Grumpy at 4,000. We'll main 180 till depot. Clear for the ILS. 27 left for Solaris 728.
Go 1727, line of tower, runway 27, left, cleared land.
Alright guys, put in your guesses what I'm going to land at. Feet per minute, negative feet per minute. Let me know what you think. Land approach Solaris 728 established on the ILS.
Solaris 728, change to my frequency 119.1.
119.1 for Solaris 728. Atlanta Tower, Solaris 728 with you on the ILS for 27 left.
Solaris 728, runway 27, left, clear to line number 2, following MD-90, 2 mile final.
Clear land runway 27 left, following the traffic.
Airbus 6818, runway 27 right, line up and wait.
Line up and wait, 27 right, 6818.
Airbus 6818, RNAF to slow, runway 27 right, clear for takeoff.
On after slow, clear for takeoff 27 right, Airbus 6818.
JetBlue 520, change to my frequency 125.7.
257.
Thousand feet, stabilized, Mr. Birch, altitude set.
300.
And Tower Delta 1727, clear 27 left, November 2, join November westbound for ramp 2.
Delta 1777, cross runway 27 right at Papa, join Lima to ramp.
Alright, cross 27 right at Papa, join Lima to the ramp, this frequency Delta 1727, thanks.
November 6818, switch to Atlanta, departure 125.7, after day.
Over departure 6818, thanks.
Knots.
And Tower, JetBlue 52 is clocking 7110 with Delta is ready for taxi.
JetBlue 52, Atlanta Tower, runway 26 left, taxi via Dixie Echo.
Alright, Dixie Echo to 26 left, JetBlue 52.
Solaris 728, cross 27 right, join Lima to ramp, have a good night.
Cross 27 right, add Lima, and Lima to the gate. So there's 728. Alright. That's interesting, but that's alright, we'll do that.
Delta 31 ready to taxi to 26 left.
Delta 31, runway 26 left, taxi via Dixie Echo, give way to a JetBlue A320.
Delta Echo, give way. Delta 31.
Flight directors, turn those off. 100 knots. Give me a moment here, guys. I gotta get everything set up here. Let's see here. There we go. All right, cabin lighting. White medium. Row beats coming off. We'll cross runway 27. Right, we're gonna turn on our landing lights real fast so they know we're crossing it. And we'll take a Lima to the gate. Once we get parked up, we'll take a look at that landing, see how I did. I don't know. I haven't looked. I didn't look in time. What was my landing rate? What did my feet per minute say? Even though I know that's not what only thing that matters. Just curious. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 release. What was it? 91? Was it seriously 91? I did float. I know I did, and I'm ashamed of myself for that, but 91, 91, 80. Where'd the 80 come from? Okay, so was it 80 or 90, guys? Someone's saying 91, someone's saying 80, someone's saying, like... Do I hear 74? This is not an auction. You don't auction off my landing rate. You got 74, 74, 74, 73, 73, got a 73 over there, 73 over there, 71, got a 71, got 71 over there. Like, that's not what it is. Sold 74 in the back, man with the green head.
Delta 52 on F, the Snuffy, runway 26 left, clear for takeoff.
RNAP to Snuffy, 26 left, clear for takeoff, JetBlue 52.
It's 45. Alright, I'm pulling it up right now from FS Airlines, which is what matters. Okay, FS Airlines says it was negative 88. So what was it? Now I'm gonna have to like rewatch my stream. FS Airlines is always slightly different though from the actual rate that you see there, so I'm gonna have to rewatch my stream. Ooh, it's busy tonight. Yeah, I flared too much.
Tower, Delta 1024.
That was okay. It's negative 80. That's what it says. That's what we do.
Delta 1024 Atlantic Tower, say again.
Ready for taxi.
So
Delta 1024, runway 27 right, taxi via Lima, Juliet Mike.
it was negative 80, guys. That is the final verdict. Any all numbers will be thrown out. Once we get parked up, we'll shut her down and then we'll disconnect from VATSIM. And we'll watch that landing. So I think my biggest issue is I flared too much. Oh, come on.
JetBlue 52
Okay, there we go.
Over to departure, see ya, JetBlue 52.
And Delta 31,
Alright. Disconnect. It's parking. Okay, I was like, what's going on? It's connecting to me. I was like, something's moving. What does it mean anyway? Yeah, I mean it matters. It's the amount of feet per minute you hit the ground with. But it's it's just part of the factor of a good landing. Alright, let's check out the replay here. I know it was kind of a long taxi, but all right, we'll see it. We'll see how we do here.
2500.
Yeah, it's sync rate. Yeah, vertical. It's just your vertical speed. You get in trouble because you start slewing and then you get kicked off the network. It gets reported, and QB has some issues. It's negative because you're sinking. All right, so Oh, if I wouldn't have flared so much, I would have touched down right on the captain markers. Man. What the heck? No. Oh, the other one. Elder Rosado, thanks for the subscription. Appreciate that. No, how about the other runway? I want a nice runway shot here. Do right where the pappies are. It's called there. You're hired. Hey, I would take it, man. I'd take that in a heartbeat. Got to skip all the school and everything. Heck yeah. There we go. Now we're on the right runway. Ugh, I just hate that I floated that. Alright guys, let's do the other side. You know what time it is? It's time for me to go. I'll be back tomorrow evening for another flight here. I think it's a flight here in X-Plane 11, so be sure on the lookout for that. Again, thanks so much for all the donations over at Streamlabs. I appreciate that. And thank you again to all of my Patreon members, Brandon Banks, Craze Fusion. I think that was the only two that tuned in tonight. I could be wrong. But thank you again to all of the Patreon members over at patreon.com/MNFlightClub. As little as $3 a day. You can help support me, allow me to continue to do this awesome content, get these tutorials out there for you guys, get the aircraft to do them with. So again, thank you guys to all of my donations and supporters, subscribers, likes, all that. Thank you guys. I'll see you guys next time up in the sky.